those of you who are here already, before you get comfortable, let's just do a little shake. Shaking off your energy, crazy full moon energy from this week, end of the week. Even though we're in quarantine, there's stress, we're still working, we're still doing things. Just shake it out, whatever feels good. Last breath, shaking it out. And we'll be back on our mats. Hi Bree, I'm so happy you're here. So for everyone who's here, we're doing a melt class tonight. It's going to be a restorative style class. So having blocks handy. If you don't have blocks, you can use stacked books, pots that are flipped upside down, a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, a scarf, a rope belt, any long piece of fabric. Have your pillow nearby. That's your makeshift bolster. If you have a bolster, that's great too. Hi, Allie. You guys can start to come down to your backs. For those of you who are here, just coming down in a restful place, whatever that looks like and feels like for you today. Allowing yourself to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Starting to arrive in your space, in your body, with your breath. Starting to notice your thoughts. Not judging them, not attaching meaning to them, simply just witnessing them flow through you like logs in a moving river. Starting to draw your awareness to your heart space and noticing the rhythm of your heartbeat up against your chest. Starting to notice the quality of your breath. Starting to deepen it. Inhaling from the depths of your belly, moving up and through your rib cage, up and through your chest, up and through your throat, and exhaling when you've hit your maximum inhale. Continuing to breathe, watching the air rise and fall. With every inhale, visualizing expansion through heart center. And with every exhale, release, decompression, surrender. I'm going to take you guys through your guided body scan. Simply drawing your awareness to the places that I cue, noticing where and how you're holding tension and stress, where and how you're experiencing sensation or discomfort, and overall acknowledging how it feels to be in your body today, without judgment and without expectation. Starting to draw your awareness to your toes, moving up your ankles, your shins, your knees, thighs, your pelvis, your hips, your lower back, your fingertips, your wrists, your forearms, your elbows, your belly, your chest, your shoulders, and your collarbones. Starting to soften through your throat, gently swallowing there. And softening through your jaw, letting your tongue float in the middle of your mouth, just releasing your upper and lower jaw. And beginning to feel and visualize an overall lightness in your face plates, in your eyelids, and in the space between your two eyebrows, your third eye, visualizing a bright white light beaming out of the crown of your head, washing over your body and illuminating your form as you melt away into stillness, spaciousness, and awareness. Keep sinking down. And on your next few sets of breath, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today, keeping in mind that we are working with full moon in Scorpio energy still. So maybe thinking about something that you wish to clear from your energetic and emotional body, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, a memory, an experience, maybe even a job. I am fluid. I am expanding. I am releasing. I am surrender. I am forgiveness. I am compassion. I am healing. Whatever it is that resonates with you, using this mantra, this I am statement as an anchor in your practice, giving yourself this gift of presence. Final breath here in stillness. Once you've exhaled, inhaling both of your knees into your chest, squeezing them tight. And as you arrive there, noticing how your lower back and your hips feel. And if you feel called to take any movement here, like swaying side to side or making circles with your knees, feel free to explore that within your body and practice. Just taking a few breaths there. Final inhale and exhale in your movement. Once you've exhaled, releasing your knees, planting your feet down, gently rolling over to your right side body for fetal position. Take a breath there. And once you've exhaled, with kind and gentle, loving hands, bringing yourself up to a seated position with your legs crossed at the top of your mat. Bringing your hands to your knees, rolling your shoulder blades back and down, opening up through heart center. On your next inhale, bringing your left ear down to your left shoulder, rolling through, bringing your chin into your chest, over to the right side, and reversing your half roll from there, taking your time, milking the movement like you're moving through honey, effectively massaging your neck out. Sending your breath to any places that feel sticky or sludgy or dense. Softening through with every exhale. Just take one more breath wherever you are. And once you've exhaled, neutralizing your neck, bringing your chin parallel to the floor with your crown tall. On your next inhale, opening up through heart center, coming tall to the crown of your head, gaze to the ceiling. As you exhale, round your spine, draw your tailbone to your mat, tuck your chin into your chest, seated cat-cow. Inhaling tall and wide. Exhale, roll down. Inhale. Two more breaths. Final inhale and exhale, nice and tall. Once you've exhaled, gently coming back to a neutral spine. Interlacing your hands behind your head, your elbows are wide. On your next inhale, open up through heart center, lean back, gaze to the ceiling again. As you exhale, draw your chin to your chest, nose to your belly button, elbows together, squeezing tight to decompress. Inhaling, come tall and wide. Inhale. Inhale, two more breaths. Inhale. Inhaling to come tall and wide to center. As you exhale, dip your right elbow down. Left side body stretch. Inhale back to center. Exhale, dip your left elbow down, right side body stretch. Keep teeter-tottering back and forth, side to side, coupling your movement with your breath. Last breath. Once you've exhaled, inhale back to center gently. Exhale your hands down to your knees. Give your shoulders a little roll out. Just noticing any space you've created there, any heat. Final breath to relax your shoulders down. On On your next inhale, bringing your left shoulder down to your left knee, driving through to the right side. Exhale to roll down the length of your spine, rounding it, going in for a seated body roll, taking your time, using this movement here in this shape to massage your solar plexus out, the energy system that houses your digestive organs, your immunity. It's where a lot of your happy hormones are made. Noticing any grumbling, if you're passing any gas, just noticing any physical responses to the shifting of energy in that space. Final breath, moving to the left. Back to center, reversing your body roll. Lead with your right shoulder on your inhale, nice and slow. One more breath. Moving back with a neutral spine and center. On your next inhale, hands above your head and together. As you exhale, plant your right hand down, bend into your elbow, left side body stretch. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, plant your left hand down, bend into your elbow, right side body stretch. Inhale back. Exhale to the right. Take your natural pace of movement. Again, teeter-tottering back and forth, side to side. Last breath here. Inhaling both hands up and together. Exhaling down to heart center. Releasing your hands down to your side and grabbing a hold of your strap. Again, for those of you who joined at some point in the spinal warm-up, if you don't have a strap, you can use a scarf, a belt, a towel, any long piece of fabric. So grabbing your strap a little wider than shoulder distance apart to start. On an inhale, bringing your hands above your head. As you exhale, bringing your hands back and down. If that means creating more space between your hands so your elbows are straight, please make sure you accomplish that for yourself. And just taking your time, nice and slow. Massaging your shoulders out, your chest cavity, your pecs. If you feel called to make any other shapes or movements here in your shoulder floss, please feel free to explore. Your body knows best. Let it guide you. Final breath in your movement wherever you are. And once you have exhaled, gently taking your time to release your body from your shoulder floss, nice and slow with intention. And Give yourselves a big hug from here. Just recalibrating through your shoulders, through your heart space. Swaying it all, whatever movements or shapes feel good here. Final breath. And once you've exhaled, releasing your hands down to your mat at the top, shifting your weight over into your knees, and coming into a tabletop position. Your hands are planted shoulder distance apart. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your toes are tucked under. Your fingertips are firmly planted into your mat. Bending your elbows a little bit if they're hyperextended to protect them. And on your next inhale, belly down, chin parallel to the floor, gaze right in front of you. As you exhale, push away around your spine, chin to your chest, tailbone drawn to your mat. Cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze in front of you. Exhale, round your spine, push away, decompress. Take your natural pace of movement, your loves. And on your next breath, I invite you to get a little more fluid in your body, a little less linear. Starting to sway your hips side to side, making circles with your hips. Effectively massaging your hips out, just noticing what those spaces feel like. Final breath in your movement. Coming back to a neutral spine in your tabletop and sitting down on your heels. I'm going to set you guys up for your next pose. So grabbing your blocks. If you don't have blocks, again, just make shifting blocks with books, pots flipped upside down. So you're going to place one block at the top of your mat in the center at its tallest height, which is pretty much as tall and as wide as a big book, for those of you who don't have blocks. Then you're going to put another block down about a block's width away from the first block at its lowest height. So you have the low block, got the tall block. You don't have a bolster here, just placing a pillow on your little contraption there. So right now, both of your knees are touching the bottom of your pillow or bolster. Shifting your weight onto your right side, so your right hip is now touching your bolster or your pillow. And then placing your right foot to hug your left knee. From there, facing your torso or your heart space towards your bolster or your pillow. Hands are on either side. And gently starting to bring your chest down to the pillow. You can keep your gaze to the left side for less of a twist, or you can bring your gaze to the right for a deeper twist here. And you can keep your hands to your side, or I personally like to hug them through underneath between my two blocks, kind of hugging the pillow. And just breathing here. Maybe you start with your gaze to the left, maybe you move into your gaze to the right to deepen the pose. Let your body guide you. And as we sink more into stillness, using your I am statement, your mantra, to stay present. Any distractions arise. And maybe sometimes you have an inclination to move, or you have an itch. How can you stay still for just another breath there? Softening with every exhale. Breathing into the places that feel tight, that feel sticky. Deepening your twist for your final few breaths. You can look to the right now. Take your time getting there, nice and slow. Just take one more breath. Once you've exhaled, gently planting your hands down, lifting your torso up, shifting your weight over to your left hip from the back side. So your left hip is now touching the bottom of your bolster or pillow. Your left foot is hugging your right knee. Planting your hands on each side of your mat. Turning your torso towards your bolster or your pillow. And gently starting to lower your torso down. For less of a twist, your gaze stays to the right. And for a deeper twist, shifting your gaze to the left. Again, you can keep your hands to your side or thread your hands through underneath your pillow between your blocks. Breathing into your belly here, expanding through your rib cage with every breath. Noticing where you feel sensations. Noticing how this side breaths. Shifting your gaze to the left if you'd like to deepen your twist. Last breath, nice and deep, big belly breath. Once you've exhaled, to lift your heart space up. And coming onto your knees from there. You can keep your bolster or pillow close to your side as well as your blocks. And from a tabletop, you're going to come into pigeon on the right side, inhaling your right knee towards your right wrist, kicking your foot up from your pelvis as much as you can, as much feels good, as much as available to you, and from there extending your left leg long and back. Maybe your right hip is very high off the ground here and it feels uncomfortable for you and intense. This is where you can use a block to place right underneath your hip, giving you some structural support and integrity there if you need it. You can stay tall through your crown with your hands planted in your pigeon. You can come down to your forearms, whether it's on a block or on your mat. You can hug a pillow. You can put your forehead down on the block. Whatever feels best for you. There's quite a few variations that you can work with. So just letting your body guide you and take you there. Using your breath to soften through. Noticing any resistance of the mind to be here. Any voices in your head saying, I can't do this. This is way too intense. I can't breathe through this. It hurts. I don't like this. Allow those thoughts to flow through. Greet those thoughts. But don't be guided by them. Know that you are so much more than these thoughts. Know that you are capable of so much more. Using your breath to find ease in the discomfort, to find release and softness where it is needed. Knowing that when you master the art of your breath, you master the art of your emotions. Keep breathing. Keep melting down. Any noises you need to, sighing it out. Horse lips feel great to decompress through your hips, as well as making O's with your mouth on your exhales, which will anatomically relax your pelvic floor. You're working with a block anywhere and you'd like to deepen the expression of your pose for the last minute, please feel free to explore that for yourself. Knowing your edge here, knowing to discern between pain and discomfort. surrendering to the sensation. One more breath, sigh it out on your exhale. Once you've exhaled, take your time, coming tall through the crown of your head, nice and slow. Once you've gotten there, gently sliding your right knee back, coming into a tabletop position. And from there, shifting your weight over into your right side hip, starting to occupy the space you've created there. And gently starting to sway side to side now, making circles, taking sways, whatever feels good, just recalibrating through the space. Final breath wherever you are. And we'll meet back with a neutral spine and tabletop. On your next inhale, sliding your left knee towards your left wrist, kicking your foot out from your pelvis to extend your right leg long and back. Setting yourself up with your props on this side before you get comfortable and sink in. You can place a block underneath your left hip for some support. You can bring blocks underneath your forearms if you'd like to bring your forearms down, but your crown can stay tall as well. Or maybe you'd like to hug a pillow, bring your third eye / forehead onto a block. Whatever feels good for you. Just taking whatever expression and variation of the pose that feels good on this side. Not having expectation or judgment of your body of what the pose is supposed to look like or feel like on this side. Just allowing it to be exactly what it is in this moment, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Using your breath to soften through. That which you resist will persist. Or that we try to beat around the bush or fast track our healing by bypassing, the more that it will amplify the pain and the suffering. Remember that the only way out is in and through first. Give yourself permission to walk in and through. Use your breath, make sounds. Make O's with your mouth on your exhales. Your breath is a tool help you cultivate the stillness and softness that you are seeking and needing and deserving of. expression of your pigeon on the left side. More breaths, sink in and down. Let's take our final breath, sighing it out. Exhale, gently coming tall through your crown, planting your hands into your mat. Take your time with intention. Gently sliding your left knee into a tabletop from there. Shifting your weight into your left hip. Occupying the space you've created there. And letting yourself sway it out side to side, circle it out, whatever feels good here. Final breath, swaying it out. And back to a neutral spine and tabletop. Taking your blocks, if you don't have blocks again, stacked books or pots flipped upside down works great. Bringing your blocks to the corners of your mat at the top. Placing your hands down there, sliding your knees back far enough so that your hips are stacked with your arms straight. Your toes can be tucked under in the back. Your knees are hip distance apart. And on your next inhale, starting to melt your heart down. Your hips stay squared on top and stacked on top of your knees. Chin comes down to the floor or your forehead for melting heart. We won't be here long. Breathe. Use your breath to soften through as you melt through heart center and your throat chakra. More breaths. Final breath. Once you've exhaled, gently bring your hands off of your blocks. Push away from there to bring your tailbone down towards your heels. Bring your knees a bit wider than they were before, about mat distance apart. And thread your arms through your legs, reaching back for your ankles or your feet. Bringing one of your cheeks down, coming into child's pose. Recalibrating through your shoulders, through your heart space. We're going to incorporate a breathing technique here called honeybee breath or Brahmari breath. It's essentially an Om with your mouth closed, so it sounds very much so like a hum. It's a beautiful way to bring your own vibration into your body and to use it as a way to bring your body into a parasympathetic state where you can feel relaxed and calm and rest and digest and rejuvenate and restore. So you're just going to take a regular inhale through your nose, and your exhale is going to sound like this. Keep going like that. I'll prompt you when it's your final breath. Last one, big belly breath. And back to your regular breath. Noticing any buzzing, any vibrating through your vessel. And noticing how you have melted into your mat with this breath. Notice your thoughts, notice your heartbeat. Final breath here. Once you have exhaled, gently unthreading your arms from the inside of your legs, planting your hands down to sit up, coming tall through your crown, onto your heels, bringing your knees together. From there, just rocking side to side a few times, shifting your weight from hip to hip. Final breath to come back into stillness. And shifting your weight over to the right fully to sweep your feet to the top of your mat. Centering yourself on your mat if you need to. Bringing your blocks to your side. We're going to prepare for our final resting pose here. Bringing bottoms of your feet together. Your knees are wide. You can bring blocks underneath your knees if you feel you may need some support there to melt in deeper. Before we come down to our backs, just bringing your hands to the arches of your feet and using your thumbs just to massage that space out for a moment. Just noticing what it feels like to use your own touch, your own intention to soothe, calm to your body, connection with your body. Final few breaths, massaging your feet out a bit. Final breath. Releasing your hands from your feet, bringing your hands behind you so that you can slowly bring your back down to your mat. Taking your time, coming into reclined, bound angle pose. You can place a blanket on top of you here if you'd like to be a bit more cozy. Closing your eyes as you come into your final resting pose. Taking this time and space to integrate with the wisdom of your practice. Taking this time and space to notice any shifts in your mood or energy. Noticing your heartbeat. Noticing your breath, noticing any sensations that arise through your body, focusing on making oceanic wave-like sounds with your breath. world that seeks connection. We oddly avoid eye contact. We time our text responses in order to protect ourselves from seeming too eager or too interested. And we hold our feelings back because we don't want to seem overly emotional or unreasonable. We silence our instincts. And at the end of the day, instead of feeling good about ourselves, we feel alone and we feel misunderstood. Remember, it is okay to be emotional, to seek help, to confidently tell someone you enjoy being around them, that you are infatuated with them. There is nothing wrong with vulnerability, with being human, for that is what creates depth within our relationships, and that is what ultimately unifies us all. Drawing your awareness back to your breath and your body as those words sink into your vessel. Feeling the message, feeling how it resonates with you, feeling how it shows you some resistance. Just feeling and witnessing and noticing. And starting to take big belly breaths, expansive breaths, filling your entire vessel up with your vital life force and energy. What a gift. And when you've expanded that breath up and through far enough, starting to twinkle your toes and your fingertips, inviting some gentle movement back into your vessel. Making fists with your hands and releasing like you're playing with clay. Kind and gentle, loving hands bringing your knees together and windshield wiping them side to side, or hugging them into your chest, and swaying side to side, or making circles with your wrists and your ankles. Whatever movement feels purposeful and meaningful for you here, let your body guide you. Stretching like you just woke up in the morning. Final breath. And once you have exhaled, gently rolling over to your right side body, coming into fetal position, take one breath there. Once you've exhaled with kind and gentle, loving